Pakistan has always said that its most important political dispute with India is about Jammu and Kashmir. This goes back to 1947, the year both countries got independence. According to Pakistan, India's control of Kashmir was not legal or final. Pakistan says that when India sent troops into Kashmir in October 1947, it was a forceful occupation. Pakistan believes that the Maharaja of Kashmir only joined India on 26 October 1947 because of pressure. Pakistan also says that the majority of people in Kashmir, who are Muslims, wanted to join Pakistan. At that time, India accepted the Maharaja's decision, but only with the condition that a free and fair vote would be held so the people could decide for themselves. When fighting began in late 1947, Pakistan called it a war for Kashmir's freedom. Tribal fighters and local militias from Pakistan entered Kashmir in October, and India airlifted troops into the region on 27 October 1947. The Kashmir issue went to the United Nations on the 1st January 1948, and the fighting stopped after a UN ceasefire on the 1st January 1949. That ceasefire created the Line of Control, LOC, between the two parts of Kashmir. The UN Security Council resolutions of 1948 clearly called for a plebiscite in Kashmir, something Pakistan still demands today. 1965, the Second Kashmir War. Pakistan felt that talks and diplomacy had failed to solve the Kashmir issue. So in August 1965, it launched Operation Gibraltar. Pakistani forces entered Indian-held Kashmir to support what they hoped would be a local uprising. Pakistan said it was helping the Kashmiri people fight for their rights. In response, India launched a full military attack across the international border. Heavy battles took place in Punjab, Rajasthan, and Kashmir, with tanks and air forces on both sides. The war lasted 17 days, from 6 to 23 September 1965. Both countries claimed they had won on the battlefield. Under UN pressure, both sides agreed to stop fighting on 23 September through UN Resolution 211 and went back to their original positions under the Tashkent Agreement in January 1966. Pakistan later described this war as a successful defense, saying its military had stopped India from gaining ground. Pakistan said the war showed its determination to protect its land and stand up for Kashmir. 1971, Civil War and the Third Indo-Pak War. In 1971, Pakistan faced a serious crisis in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. There was unrest in the region, and Pakistan sent troops on the 25th of March 1971 to control the situation. India accused Pakistan of using brutal force, but Pakistan says the real problem was India's interference, which led to war. On 3 December 1971, Pakistan launched a preemptive strike, Operation Genghis Khan, against Indian airfields. India responded quickly and declared full war on both the eastern and western fronts. The war lasted only 13 days, and on 16 December 1971, Pakistan's Eastern Command surrendered in Dhaka. This led to the creation of Bangladesh. Pakistan said it attacked first only to defend itself and blamed India for splitting the country. Even though around 93,000 Pakistani soldiers were captured, Pakistan described the war as a tragedy caused by Indian aggression and insisted its troops fought bravely on both fronts. 1984 to 1999, Siachen and Kargil conflicts. After 1971, things stayed tense, but no major war happened. Then in April 1984, India launched Operation Meghdoot and took control of much of the Siachen Glacier, a high-altitude area that Pakistan also claimed. Pakistan protested this move as illegal, and small clashes continued there for years. Both sides held positions on the glacier until a ceasefire in 2003, but many soldiers were killed due to weather and fighting. In the 1990s, the Kashmir issue became intense again. Both countries tested nuclear weapons in May 1998, which raised fears around the world. However, in February 1999, Indian Prime Minister Vajpayee visited Lahore, and both countries signed the Lahore Declaration, promising peaceful talks. Pakistan took part to show it wanted peace, but still believed India was not serious about solving Kashmir. That same winter, 1998 to 99, Pakistan secretly sent its troops across the LOC under Operation Badr. Pakistani soldiers, including special forces, occupied over 100 hilltops inside Indian-held territory. The goals were to cut India's supply lines to Ladakh, increase pressure for Kashmir talks, and support the Kashmiri resistance. Pakistani leaders later confirmed that all the fighters were regular soldiers, not militants. India found out about this in May 1999, and the Kargil War began. After 2 months of fighting, India retook most of the heights. On 4th July 1999, under pressure from U.S. President Clinton, Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif agreed to pull back troops. By 26th July 1999, Pakistan had withdrawn, and the fighting stopped. Pakistan said the Kargil operation was not a full war, but a limited action to push for talks on Kashmir. Pakistani leaders said their soldiers came back when ordered and were not defeated. They also said Pakistan respected international efforts to reduce the conflict. 2001 to 2002, the nuclear standoff after Kargil, tensions went down briefly. But on 13th December 2001, there was a terrorist attack on India's parliament in Delhi, killing 14 people. India blamed groups based in Pakistan and also accused Pakistan's intelligence agencies. Pakistan denied any role in the attack. India responded by sending 500,000 to 800,000 troops to the border. Operation Parakram. For nearly a year, both sides stood ready for war, and many feared a nuclear conflict. Pakistan stayed calm during this crisis and said it had no links to the attackers. Thanks to strong diplomacy, especially by the United States, both countries agreed to de-escalate. By October 2002, troops started going back. Pakistan says this shows it preferred dialogue over war, even in a nuclear environment. 2008 to 2016, terror attacks and border firing. In the 2000s, violence continued but was often seen as part of a proxy war. In November 2008, terrorists attacked Mumbai, killing 166 people. India said the attackers were from Pakistan. Pakistan condemned the attack but said it had no official role. Pakistan admitted the attack was planned from its soil, but asked for proof before blaming the government. Later, in 2016, militants attacked India's Pathankot Air Base, January, and Uri Army Camp, September. India claimed it responded with surgical strikes across the LOC. Pakistan denied this, saying no Indian troops crossed into its side. Pakistan instead blamed India for violating the 2003 ceasefire with unprovoked firing. In November 2016, Pakistan's National Assembly passed a resolution against India's firing across the LOC. Pakistan said India kept the Kashmir issue alive through violence, while Pakistan remained committed to peace and respecting the LOC. 2019, Pulwama-Balakot and air skirmishes. A major crisis happened in February 2019. On 14 February, a suicide attack in Pulwama, killed 40 Indian soldiers. India blamed Jaish-e-Mohammed, a group based in Pakistan, and said it would retaliate. On 26 February, India bombed a site in Balakot, Pakistan, saying it was a terrorist camp. Pakistan said the bombs hit an empty forest with no casualties or damage. Military spokesman, Magistrate General Asif Ghafoor said not even a single brick was damaged. The next day, February 27th, Pakistan's Air Force shot down an Indian jet and captured the pilot. Pakistan later returned the pilot as a peace gesture. Pakistan said this act showed it wanted to de-escalate and follow international rules. By 1st of March, tensions dropped. Pakistan said India had lied about hitting a terror camp and that Pakistan's quick and professional military response helped stop the situation from getting worse. 2021 ceasefire. Since 2019, both sides have mostly avoided new military actions. In August 2019, India removed Kashmir's special status, which Pakistan strongly protested. But Pakistan avoided military action. On 25 February 2021, top commanders from both armies agreed to strictly follow the ceasefire along the LOC. This brought peace to areas that had seen constant firing. Pakistan's Foreign Office said it welcomed the deal and warned India not to do any unprovoked firing. 2025, Operation Sindoor and Operation Banyan-ul-Marsus. In April 2025, as diplomatic back channels collapsed over the Kashmir dispute, India initiated its most audacious military adventure since Kargil, Operation Sindoor, a cross-LOC offensive intended to seize key ridgelines near Khel, Sharda, and Jura in Azad Jammu and Kashmir. Indian forces moved artillery and infantry under heavy drone surveillance, aiming to establish forward posts deep into Pakistani-held territory by early May 2025. But this plan would become India's most humiliating military defeat in the 21st century. On May 3, 2025, Pakistan's armed forces launched Operation Banyan-ul-Marsus, a swift, multi-domain counteroffensive involving PAF air dominance, electronic warfare, and precision artillery. The PAF scrambled JF-17 Block 3 and F-16 Vipers, backed by newly integrated long-range radar from Turkish AESA systems. By May 5th, the skies over northern Kashmir became a graveyard for Indian air ambitions. 5 Indian Rafale fighter jets were shot down in 2 days, 3 over Neelam Valley and 2 near the Gurez sector. With confirmed kills by JF-17 Thunder squadrons using BVR, Beyond Visual Range missiles. DG ISPR Lieutenant General Ahmed Sharif Chaudhry, official briefing, May 7, 2025. Simultaneously, Pakistan Army's Special Service Group SSG conducted precision night raids on Indian forward posts, capturing 2 Indian officers and destroying over a dozen logistical depots along the ridge. Artillery strikes from Chakothy to Tatapani forced Indian forces to abandon at least 13 positions, leaving behind encrypted communication gear and charred vehicles. International media that initially echoed Indian rhetoric began to shift. Turkish outlet TRT World and Al Jazeera labeled the operation a textbook defensive victory, while Russian military observers praised Pakistan's ability to achieve total air and ground denial without widening the conflict. By May 10th, India had initiated backdoor messages through Oman and Qatar requesting de-escalation. Pakistan, having demonstrated its full-spectrum dominance, ceased forward movement beyond the LOC, calling its operation strategically complete. They crossed the line. We pushed them back. Our silence is strength. Our action is resolve. PM Shahbaz Sharif, National Address, May 12, 2025. India's Operation Sindoor ended not only in military failure, but in strategic disgrace. Meanwhile, Pakistan's Operation Banyan-ul-Marsus has already entered military textbooks as a model of integrated fifth-generation warfare, cyber camouflage, and discipline under fire.